Aberdeen travel to Darvel, the West of Scotland Premier Division winners who have already knocked out Montrose and have scored 23 goals along the way in the competition so far. Kickoff is in 1 hour's time. Thanks to Stuart McCallum for setting the scene for us. This is his footage of the stadium with an hour to go until we kick off. Stuart, thank you for sending me that video. Good evening, how are you doing? A very warm welcome to Ali Beg AB TV this Monday night. It's a Scottish Cup game. It's a big game. And how are you feeling ahead of this game? We've got the team news. I'll get to it in just a moment. So, like what I did after the Hearts game, tonight I am leaving the floor open to you, the fans, to come on and have your say about how you think the game will go tonight. Can I just very quickly mention that we had over 1,000 views for the Hearts review show last week. Thank you for so many of you watching, coming on and supporting the channel. It means a great deal. So let's get on with the team news because that's the most important thing. And the manager has made a couple of changes here. So Patrick Myslovic comes in for his first start, as does Ryan Duncan. No Graham Shinney and no Bojan Majowski. So the manager has rung the changes. Anthony Stewart is back as well as the skipper. So let's have a look and try and work out what we think will be the formation tonight. So I've got a feeling that Duke will go up front. Patrick might play just behind him. And then I expect Matty to play on the left, Ryan to play in the middle, Leighton to play on the right, with Hilbert doing his normal. And then the flat back four, as it normally is, with Hayden, Liam, Anthony, Ross McCrory, and Joe Lewis in goal. So that's what I think will be the formation tonight. Tell me what you think. Get in touch, normal ways, on YouTube, leave your messages and tell me how you are feeling, because this is a big game and it's absolutely mental to think that we are going into a Scottish Cup tie against, with the greatest respect, a junior side, and people are nervous. People are really nervous. Now, we should be winning this game very comfortably tonight. We should. But we have seen with recent performances how poor we have been. So tell me what you think. Now, the manager gave his press conference for this game last Thursday. It was the timing of it was very strange, I have to be honest, and it set a lot of tongues wagging to why he gave the press conference so early. It baffled me, I have to be completely honest. But one of the questions that Jim was asked during that press conference, and I've got a clip of his answer, was about the quote that he made about the defence is an easy fix. He was asked about that quote, and this is how he answered it.
It was a statement that I made, and yeah, it hasn't quite came to fruition as we stand here now. And I'm something that I'm extremely disappointed with, and something that the teams that I've been at previously have been renowned for is difficult to break down and hard to beat, and very competitive. Unfortunately, for whatever reason this season, our defensive record on the road has been appalling. It's as simple as that. There's no trying to dress it up in any other manner. At home, our defensive record is actually okay. I think we've only conceded 10 goals in the league so far at home. On the road, for whatever reason, we haven't been able to keep a clean sheet, and that's something that we need to address, and we need to address it quickly. It cannot continue. The players are well aware of that. I'm well aware of that, and it's something that we need to sort out.
So some very interesting thoughts from the manager ahead of the game tonight. Okay. Let's get to your chat tonight. Okay. Wow, so many of you on again. Thank you. Amazing. Okay. Mark Robertson has come on just in time for the lineups. Lovell has said, perfect. Time to make a cup of tea. Okay, so Mark Robertson tonight suggests that this could be a 4-4-2 formation. Maybe. let's see what happens when obviously the game kicks off. And good to see Roberts back on the bench, obviously. Been injured since the beginning of the season. So let's see if he gets a run out tonight and let's see what he can offer. Laurel 101 has said, a decent enough team. Will be good to see what the new lad is made of tonight. I thought when Patrick came on against Hearts last week, I thought he was a bright spark. Really liked what I saw in just it was just a cameo role, 15, 20 minutes or so, but he looks like a really decent player. Laura goes on to say, hoping that he plays McCrory in the middle of the park with Ramadani, seeing as Shinnie is on the bench. Yeah, let's see how we get on tonight. Gregor Stevens has come on and said good evening to everybody, as has Al Mitchell. Kaiser has said, surely even Jim Goodwin can't mess this one up. David Lamb thinks that Shinnie on the bench is a strange call. I got to be honest, when the team came in, I thought that was a bit strange as well, because we all know his leadership skills. He also did the press conference where he spoke about getting back to winning ways and how important it is to pull on that red shirt and drive the boys forward, and that the players have got to understand the pressure of what it takes to play for Aberdeen. He said a lot of good things in his press conference. He does say that Gregor Stevens goes on to say that he thought that Graham didn't have the best of games against Hearts. Yeah. Stuart Cleary has come on and said, interesting lineup to freshen things up. David Goals reckon we could swap Ryan and Leighton round. So maybe Ryan play outright, Leighton play in the middle possibly. Yeah, okay, I'll take that. Malcolm Park has come on and said, good evening to everybody. Hi, Malcolm, how are you? Ian Stevenson 1903 has said, a win's a must and by a good few goals. Come on, you Red. Al Mitchell has suggested that they're nervous. Greg Kearney, not sure about the starting 11. Vinny not starting needs explained. Tonight would have been ideal for Richardson to return. This is mental. Even before we came on air, and if you look at Aberdeen's Twitter site, which I have to be honest, I don't overly pay too much attention to the comments on there, but I had a quick flick through just to see what what folk were saying, and so many people are still continually baffled why Vinny is not getting a starting position with our team. There must be something going on. We've discussed it here before. There has to be an issue. Laura 101 has said a bit of nervous, to be fair. Roger Smith has said bad vibes. Mark Robertson says, just do a Craig Levein 6-4-0 and hope not to lose. The Scottish Wildman has said, here we go again. Kaiser has said, I really think this will be a fine, comfy win tonight. Malcolm Park has gone on to say, very confident we'll get the job done. Easily early goal and settle and blow them away. Yeah, absolutely. We have to get an early goal tonight. That's what it's all about. Just settle us down and get going. Okay, keep your comments coming in because I will get to more of them as we go along tonight. Just let me bring you the match stats ahead of tonight's game. So Darvel are currently the competition's top goal scorers. As I said at the top of the show, 23 goals in the competition so far, and they beat Montrose 5-2. Darvel are aiming to be the first non-league side to beat a top-flight team in the Scottish Cup for the first time since 1966. And Aberdeen come into this game having only won one game from their last 7, with Jim Goodwin only recording 2 away wins since taking over from Stephen Glass. The referee is David Monroe. There is no VAR tonight. Okay, let's get back to your comments. Bear with me. Ian Buchan has said, got to be positive. Can't see us losing. Gavin Penny has said, let's hope Stuart finds his level tonight, out his depth so far. Laurel 101 has said, hopefully we can do a Celtic and go in at half-time 4-0 up, but he does say that he can't see it. Erica Mitchell has said, good evening, looking forward to watching the game tonight. I hope to God we win this. Can't afford to lose this at all. Get stuck right in, lads. Come on, you Reds. Matthew Call. Hi, Matthew. Thought Vinny would have gotten a start tonight. Good to see Ryan getting a start. John Grant has predicted a 5-0 win for Aberdeen. Mark Robertson has said, think we may be asking Shinnie to do too much at this early stage, considering the lack of football he is playing. It showed in the Hearts game. It's a good point. Scoor, I hope that's how I've pronounced it, fella. Goodwin refuses to play people he never signed. He wanted Kennedy and McCrory at St Mirren. That's why they are in the team. Interesting point. Gary Scullion has said, it shouldn't matter what team we put out. We should be winning this comfortably. Should. I completely agree. It absolutely doesn't matter what team goes out tonight. This should, again, with the greatest respect, should be a comfortable win. Gregor Reed has said, Coulson can't defend, and that's from Willie Miller. There are issues with that, aren't there? Great going forward, but yeah, he's got to be switched on tonight. Al Mitchell, those stats are not good. You're right, they are not, Al. Ian Bruce, Dons need to get the result and keep a clean sheet. I agree. David Lamb has said, I'm nervous about this, but we have to be confident and get behind the team, 100%. And Gregor Stevens has said, might be 3 at the back tonight, Kennedy and Coulson wing backs. Yeah, it could well be. Okay, just keep your comments coming in. We'll do another sort of 10 minutes or so, maybe not as long as that. Let's see how we get on. Tell me what your thoughts are on the team. Tell me what you're thinking about Vinny, because there was an issue there. Tell me about Bojan. Bojan not in the starting 11 tonight. Will Duke play up top and will Patrick play just in behind? Could that be the formation that we see tonight, or could the two of them play together? As you know, if you follow me on socials, you know that I love my history. So let me just tell you what happened on this day in the football club's history, the 23rd of January. Back in 1904, Aberdeen's Charlie Mackey scores the newly formed club's first ever goal in a Scottish Cup tie away at Alloa. Aberdeen, though, went out of the competition, losing 2-1. On this day, back in 1982, who will ever forget this? John Hewitt scores after only 9.6 seconds against Motherwell in a Scottish Cup tie at Fir Park. It proved to be the fastest ever goal scored in the competition, and it set us on our way to European glory. And on this day, in 1988, Charlie Nicholas scored his first ever goal for Aberdeen in a 2-1 defeat against Motherwell. Thank you for responding to the post that I put out this morning about John Hewitt. So I was fascinated to learn how many of you actually went down to that game and how so many of you were nervous because Motherwell were doing really well at that time. And a lot of the experts at that time were predicting that game could have been a banana skin for Aberdeen. And how many of you missed the first goal because you were still waiting to get into the ground. 9.6 seconds. Just astonishing. If you watch the footage, it's just absolutely amazing. And what a run that we went on. Okay, more of your comments. Let's keep going, please. Jim Balfa. Hi, Jim. How you doing? Looking forward to seeing my Slovich, but is Jim banking simply on scoring more than we concede? Interesting point. Bill 1903 has said, a win. Any win will do. I agree. Thing is, I'm playing devil's advocate and I'm chucking it out for discussion. Would you be content with a 1-0 win? Tell me what you think. Joe Christie has said, why are we playing one up front when we have been playing two near all season? Surely this is a chance to build confidence with a strong side rather than make unnecessary squad and tactical changes. Come on, you Reds. Yeah, it will be interesting to see what formation he does go with tonight, Joe. I did predict that Duke will play just up top with possibly Patrick playing in just behind, but you never know. He might just go with the two of them up front. You just don't know. Kaiser said Majowski might have got a bit of a nightmare service tonight, and of course he's not playing. Yeah, because it's going to be tough tonight. We know it's going to be tough. Malcolm Park has gone on to say, if that team isn't strong enough for this game, then there's a definite problem with mentality. Should be superior across the board. As said earlier, early goal, settle us into the game if we need to. Corey Porter, hi Corey, has said, Bojan has been a bit off the boil, so good to see Jim maybe wants him to try a bit hard to secure the starting position. He has the ability, just needs that confidence. Second half hat-trick. Jude has suggested, can we really afford to rest players? Interesting point. Gregor Reid has come back to say, why not put Shinnie at fullback and let Ross go to midfield? Need grit in midfield. Hope Duncan is up top. Kaiser has said, in cup football, all that matters is getting through to the next round. Spot on, Kaiser. Alan Suter has said, have we not got a young goalie that we could put on the bench instead of a coach that retired as a player in 2008? Yep, again, we've been left short. Ian Bruce, one up front, lack of goals and leaking a lot at the back. A 1-0 win would do for me. James E. Thompson has said, should be a comfortable win, but we're Aberdeen and we do not do anything easy. Paul Wood has said, anything less than 3 goals is unacceptable. No disrespect to Darvel. Yeah, I completely agree with that as well. Okay, so if you're just joining us, just let me very quickly, let me bring it up for you. I'll just remind you of the team. Right, there we are. Hang on, sorry guys, just let me cancel that, get rid of that, and we'll bring it in here. So there's the starting 11. Right, let's just remind ourselves. Okay, so a handful of changes for Jim. So Anthony Stewart's back in. Patrick Myslovich comes in for his first start. And Ryan Duncan has also come in. So it's Joe Lewis, Ross McCrory, Liam Scales, Anthony Stewart, who goes back to being captain, Ryan Duncan, Patrick Myslovich, Duke, Hilbert Ramadani, Leighton Clarkson, Hayden Coulson, and Matty Kennedy. So that is the starting 11 for tonight's game. Right, guys, we're all done. It was just a quick show tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Can I just have a quick look, see if there's any late comments come in? Mark Robertson has said, I know we shouldn't be looking too far ahead, but we need a solid performance tonight in preparation for the Hibs game. We've got this. Alexander Wallace has said, is this the last chance for Stewart and Goodwin? Yeah, let's see what happens. So I will be back for the review show tomorrow, around about 7 o'clock in the evening. And again, we'll just open it to the floor. We'll just keep the forum open and let you guys have your say, because it proved very popular after the Hearts game. So let's keep doing that. And yeah, we'll just see how it goes. So all that's basically left to say is the very best of luck to the lads tonight. You've got this. You have to. You have absolutely no choice. Now, I know that I said last week that I was looking to potentially do a halftime show tonight. I'm not going to do that because it's obviously being broadcast on one of the national stations. So the aim going forward is that if Aberdeen play in midweek and it's not being televised on national television in the UK, then I will do halftime shows where we can get you guys on and talk about the first half and get immediate reaction to how Aberdeen have played in that first half. But as I said, we'll be back for the review show tomorrow night. I hope you can join me. Enjoy the game tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. We'll see you again soon. Bye for now.